Hello everyone, welcome to the SQL station. In this video, I'm going to explain you how to install Microsoft SQL Server on Windows. It's pretty simple. We're just gonna download the SQL Server Developer Edition from Microsoft official website. And then download the install the server database, and then download the SQL Server Management Studio, which is a client through which we can connect to SQL Server. Okay, let's get started. So this is the link where you can find SQL Server Developer Edition. So just click on the download now option, which is going to download the installable file. I've already installed the SQL Server database in my PC, so I'll just show you how to install, but I will not finish the whole process. So it's gonna ask you some permission, just say yes. So just go ahead with the basic version and accept the license. Click on install, so that's gonna install SQL Server database on your computer. So I'm gonna skip here because I've already installed. So once your SQL Server database installation is completed, we are going to install the client application, which is SQL Server Management Studio. So again, I'm gonna put the link in the description. Click on the download SSMS 21. That's gonna download the installable file. So again, I have already installed this application, but I'm gonna show you again how to install that. It's gonna ask your permission, so just say yes. So initially it's gonna download the Visual Studio installer for you, and once that is downloaded, it will ask you, just give me a second, it's gonna ask you to install SQL Server Management Studio. Here I could see modify or a launch option because I have already installed it, but for you should see an install option here. So just click on install, and that should install the SQL Server Management Studio on your PC. So once that is completed, just close the box and search for SQL Server Management Studio. That's going to get SQL Server Management Studio application for you. On the server name, just give localhost if you don't know the IP address, but because you're installing on your PC, localhost should work. And then click on this trust server certificate, so that should allow you to connect to the database. So once you connected to the database, under the database section you would see some sample databases. Here the sample DB, which is created earlier, but you can simply create another database by clicking this new database option and give another sample DB1. Just say okay. That's gonna create an empty database for you. There's no tables or anything for you. So but if you are looking for some sample data, you don't know how to load some data, so it's very easy. Microsoft generally provide us a sample databases in their website. So just go to this particular link. You will have several database samples. So you got OLTP database samples and also data warehouse samples. Just click on the data warehouse, AdventureWorks Data Warehouse 2022. So that's going to download that particular database. Once the database download is complete, database backup file is completed, we're gonna restore this particular backup file into our database. So for that, just click on database, right click on the database, say restore database. So this is creating a new database, so you're getting the database backup file from the device. So click on this three dots here and click on add, so that will take you to that backup folder. So when you are doing the restore, Microsoft database expect that backup file to be in this location. It will not work if your file is in download folder. So we're gonna copy this file and put it in that particular folder. So come back to this particular window, refresh. You should see the database backup file that we just copied. Say OK, say OK, and OK. See, that successfully restored the database into our server. So you can see the AdventureWorks 2020 AdventureWorks Data Warehouse 2022 database. So now you have a lot of tables to play with. I'll just quickly show you. Under the tables you got like number of tables, and if you don't know how to write a SQL, you don't know where to start, just so generally you'll see a new query option here, but that will give you an empty space. But you can just right click on any table, click on select top 1000 rows from the table. So there you go, that's your first query. Just run that again, execute. That's gonna give you 1000 rows from that particular table, and you can change to just 100 rows or 10 rows. Execute this. So that's all from today's session. I hope you enjoy this session, and I'm gonna come up with more interesting videos. Subscribe to my channel. See you later. Bye.